Sometimes we get stuck and we're not sure what the next idea should be. We're not sure how to grow our revenue, grow our business, and really, have the impact on our clients that we want to have the impact on the market that we want to have. And so today I'm going to share with you why I believe returning to your roots could be the silver bullet that you're missing. And I've done this off and on over the years. It's always proved really successful for me. So I want to share this with you today and help you grow. As we grow our businesses, it's very easy to overcomplicate things. I know that I've done that. And while it is true that our businesses, may be more complex, a lot of things should become even simpler if we want to keep growing and succeeding. And so our offer should remain simple and clear. And so depending on where you are in your entrepreneurial journey, if you're just starting out, the thing I would encourage you to do is document what works and guess why if you don't know for sure why, or note why if you're certain. Document those things. But if you're a year or two in, or you're a few years in, or maybe you're even 5 or 10 years into your business and things feel stagnant, oftentimes it's because, for myself, I've done this anyway, maybe not you, but I know I've done this. Oftentimes it's because we overcomplicate things and we make everything too hard to access, and we add on layers into our offers and our processes. And a lot of those things are positive and good, but we can take it too far. And so one of the simple ways that you can begin growing your business again is to take time and just reflect and journal and really process through and ask yourself, what worked early on? What made this really attractive to people to, reach out to me, to engage with me, to start working with, myself and my company? Because there's usually some silver bullets inside of that we didn't understand at the time. Maybe we got lucky, or maybe it was just the beginner's mind that really helped us treat it, like a fresh new opportunity. But we can easily forget those things. So when you take time to reflect on this, you can do it. One of the ways that works well for me, so I would potentially do it this way, is just ask yourself, what were the things that made us really successful early on? I would write that question down, put it in front of you, and then just let your conscious and subconscious mind work on it. And then as you think of things, just make notes. And if you do that for a few days, a week, or whatever time that you feel you need to really process through it, things will come up and you'll be reminded of oh yeah, we offer this free sample, or I used to go to these networking events, or I used to speak in person or at virtual events, or I was on more podcasts, or I sent this type of email. And whatever it is that worked, there's pieces of that will likely work again. There's some pieces that you may need to update and change because maybe there were economic factors, or maybe there were things just going on in the market that really helped with that. But in the concept, often those simple initial tries have a ton of leverage, and they're simple and people understand them. And it's probably because, for me anyway, I didn't always know 100% what I was doing, but I knew, hey, I can solve this. And I started there. Or it was just simple enough messaging that people were like, yeah, I'll check it out. And so going back and reviewing what worked, ideally, if you find those old messages or emails, or what the call script was, or what the offer was, or you look at that old version of your site on a web archive, sometimes that can spark the ideas and help us go, oh, that's really what, was working well. Once you've identified some of those things that work, I'd encourage you to send a test out to your audience. Maybe it's an email, maybe you're doing a video, maybe you're calling a few people and say, hey, back when I started, or a while ago, we offered this solution or this thing. Would it be something you're interested in? And just starting to have conversations around it will give you a sense of yeah, people still want that, or they liked this piece, but we should change this piece. And it will give you the fuel to kind of reinvent your current process, your current, marketing, your sales, the offers that you're putting out there. It'll give you a chance to kind of reinvent those and revisit your roots, the things that really worked well. For me, going through that process leads one of two directions. Sometimes I'll just go, yep, I'm going to go basically exactly back to what we were doing, and I can produce results there. Other times it helps me uncover, the reason why this worked is there was this concept or principle kind of at play. And so I can take that same approach and iterate it and change it and do something a little bit different, but still keep that principle piece in place. Both of those paths will help you, be inspired again, be creative, get in front of new people, and it will remind you of what worked originally. Because again, it's easy for us to overcomplicate. It's easy for us to think we have to change everything just because, without good reasons. And I've done that before, no good reasons. And I've broken things. I've broken parts of my business unintentionally because I thought I had to change. So as you're reviewing your business today, I would just encourage you to do exactly what I said. Just write down, what worked early on, or what really worked in this campaign that was really successful, or what worked in this process or the sales that we were doing. And ask yourself that question, because if you're willing to do that and just sit with it and kind of write that down, have it in front of you, and then just journal or note or talk through with, a partner or a friend as you're processing through that, it's going to bring up good ideas. It's going to also realign you to some of your original purpose and some of the things that you probably are still today focused on, but maybe you focused on at some level, but you lost track of. So realigning and getting back on track will make a huge difference there. So that's my encouragement to you today, is just take time to reflect, see what worked, and then see what you can apply. As I mentioned on yesterday's show, if you got to the end of the episode here and this was helpful or valuable, or even if you just listened to the end, drop a comment down below. Or if you listen to the podcast on audio, you can shoot me an email at gabearnold@bmeweb.com. And I'd love to just hear your feedback. What do you like about the show? What do you want me to cover more of? Because my goal is to serve you well, make sure that from an entrepreneurial standpoint, you have the mindset and resources. And from a marketing standpoint, you know exactly what to do to help grow your business. I appreciate you taking time to tune in today, and we will see you on tomorrow's episode.